One early morning, as Mr. Harris walked through his rice field, he noticed something unusual, a tiny, shivering creature barely moving among the stalks. As he knelt down, he saw a newborn squirrel, eyes still shut, its fragile body trembling with cold. There was no sign of its mother, and leaving it there meant certain death. Gently, he picked up the tiny squirrel and cupped it in his hands. Bringing it home, his wife, Sarah, gasped. "Oh, poor thing. It's starving," she exclaimed, rushing to warm up a small cloth. Their children, Lily and Tom, gathered around, eyes wide with wonder. The family named him Rusty, after his soft, reddish fur. They fed him warm milk through a tiny dropper and kept him in a cozy box lined with cotton. Every few hours, they took turns feeding him, carefully watching over him as if he were their own baby. Days turned into weeks, and Rusty grew stronger. His eyes opened, revealing a pair of bright, curious orbs. He started exploring their home, first crawling on soft blankets, then clumsily hopping around. Lily giggled as Rusty climbed onto her shoulder, nuzzling her ear. By the time Rusty was fully grown, he had become part of the family. He would chase Tom around the living room, sneak bites of Sarah's cookies, and curl up in Mr. Harris's coat pocket. Though they knew he belonged to the wild, the thought of letting him go was heartbreaking. One autumn morning, Rusty climbed onto the highest branch of a tree in their backyard. He hesitated, looking back at the family that had saved and loved him. With one last flick of his tail, he leaped into the trees, disappearing into the forest. For days, they missed his mischievous presence, but sometimes they would see a familiar squirrel watching from the treetops, as if saying, "I haven't forgotten you." And in their hearts, they knew Rusty would always be part of their family.